So we are officially supposed to start the lecture for the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management examination coming up in August today. But we thought fit that we should have a brief orientation regarding the program and also to give sensitization to as many who have registered for the program so that as they forge ahead in this great course, they're able to understand what is expected of them, what they are needed to do, and the quality of time and attention, including um, finance and everything that they need to know with regards to this particular professional body. Now, one thing I want to say first is that the name of the professional body may be strange to many individuals, even when we started posting or making the advert. They say, okay, is there a professional body on business administration? Is it for me? Stuffs like that. So I'm going to be providing some answers to that. Yes, technically, almost all disciplines have professional bodies. All right. So even if you studied economics, there's a professional body for that. If you study what do you call it, actuarial science, there's a professional body for that. Now, everybody knows accounting, there's a professional body for that. Sometimes there can be more than one professional bodies for some kind of discipline, depending on how they go about its registration and legality. Now, for accounting, everybody is well aware that maybe ICANN controls the space, ANAN also controls the space right here in Nigeria. We have professional body for costing, okay, and ICMA, Nigeria also tries their best to control the space. We have professional body for forensics, getting a professional body for auditing, professional body for economics. In fact, we have professional body for management and the likes of it all. So our focus today is going to be this one professional body that has stood out. And I'm going to be telling you the reasons why this one has actually stood out. Now, this is the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management, which is also in combination, let me put it that way, with the Chartered Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. So it's more or less like a two-flagged professional body. So the logo you could see here, or you can see here, is IBAKM, which is the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. And the logo you will see from this other side is the Chartered Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. Both of them are together, all right? They are two professional bodies, just like saying that they are flagged, all right? So they are two flagged professional body that is operating as one. That is operating as one. That is why if you're a member of this professional body, you're going to get certificate from the IBAKM. You're also going to be getting certificate from the CIBAKM. Both of them are under the same governing council, or let's say the board of regents that governs both of them. All right. So let's just take a deep dive and see what this talks about. Now, we have professional bodies for management in Nigeria. We have the NIM, we have the that is Nigerian Institute of Management, we have the what do you call it? Charter Institute of Administrators. We have what again? We have what do you call it? CIPM. We have the CHRIP. We have so many professional bodies, right? We have so many professional bodies, all right, in management. Now, um, but this one is two flagged: business administration and knowledge management. That is two in one: business administration and knowledge management. So this is quite different from the other ones that we have been seeing. And let me explain why. Now, if you look at every other professional body that we see, many of them are kind of focused on one thing: Institute of Management. Now, this one is actually two in one. That's the first thing you need to understand because I'm going somewhere now. This one is actually two in one. We have business administration part and we have knowledge management part. Many of us are not conversant with with the new normal, okay, of knowledge management. They don't really know what knowledge management is. But the fact is that there's nothing you would do, even at your place of work, at any place, that you will not apply knowledge. So the professional body in the whole world that is responsible for application of knowledge is the IBAKM. So they are trying to say that apart from me understanding a particular course, for example, apart from me getting proficiency in management or proficiency in accounting, What about if you find yourself in a place that is not accounting? Won't you be able to apply your number six? Won't you be able to apply knowledge in tackling such situations? So they have to come up and say, okay, fine. Apart from being certified in business administration, you also need to be certified in general knowledge management so that when you find yourself in several situations, you are able to deploy knowledge management in settling or handling that case. So that is why the professional body is known as the IBAKM. Now, another thing that I want you to understand is that this is a global body. It is a global body. The body has global charter. All right. So because we have different kind of charters when it comes to professional body, I'm not going to be going deep into that. But the IBAKM has global charter. This means that its certifications, that its qualifications can be accepted in various countries of the world. That is why they call it it's a global charter. Are you getting that? So if you take the qualification to the US, if you take the qualification to the UK, the qualification will work for you as much as the professional body is present in that organization, in that particular country. So it's a global charter. I hope I'm making sense. Now, coming down, the picture you can see is Ambassador Dr. Gangadag Joshi. That's the global president. Okay, that is the global president of the institutes, right? FIBAKM, FCBA, FCPM. That's his qualification on this ground. Just like saying that you are an ICANN and you're a president, you must at least get into the level of an FCA before you can be a president. The same thing. So for you to even rule, okay, be a president of this professional body, the least qualification is a fellow, which is what he possesses. Okay. Now the question that now goes further is, how do I gain admission into this membership? How do I get membership admission? Everybody can get admission. All right. I'm going to be jumping all this. Everybody can get admission into this professional body. It's as simple as that. Everybody can get admission into this professional body. Now, even if you study biology, if you studied sociology, if you studied aerospace engineering, if you study anything, there's always a place for you to come into this professional body, just like every other professional bodies. I'm going to be dealing with basically those that are around the management science field. Now, the way they admit or the way individuals are being admitted into membership in the IBAKM, the way individuals are being admitted into membership in the IBAKM is based on two things. Number one is your qualification. Number two is your post-qualification experience. I'll come back again. Number one is your qualifications. Number two is your post-qualification experience. Now, let me explain. For you to be a student of IBAKM, maybe you are coming in with your WAEC, maybe you are coming in with your HND, maybe you are coming in with NCE, or maybe you are coming in with some other kinds of professional body, professional certificate. What is happening here is what is happening here. What is happening here is that the professional certification or academic certification that you are coming with is just the first thing that the professional body needs. Now, after they get that, the next thing that they need to do is to check your post-graduation experience. It simply means, when did you qualify? When did you get this certificate? If you got your certificate 20 years ago, 15 years ago, trust me, the level you are going to commence from is quite different from somebody that got his or her certificate just last year. So two persons can have BSc, right? Two persons can have BSc, but the level they are going to commence from is different. Just like saying two persons have BSc accounting, BSc accounting. One graduated last year, 2024, while the other one graduated last 5 years. The level they are going to commence will be totally different. Though they all have BSc, but the post-graduation experience would be considered by the professional body to place you on the right track. So that is how you can get admission. So for those of you that have been asking me, how do I get admission? What level will I start from? If you know you read accounting on a normal day, if you read accounting on a normal day, right? You are supposed to commence from the graduate level, which I'm going to be going into as we proceed, but just pay attention. You're going to be commencing from the graduate level, then you move to the associate, move to the full member, and then you qualify as a fellow. All right. Therefore, this professional body is basically it is championed by business administrators. So people that study business admin are going to have more edge than you that studied accounting. The same way if you come to ICANN, you that studied accounting, you commence from skills. And if your university is accredited, then you that did not study accounting, you commence from foundation. That's the same way it is operated here. So if you study business admin, definitely you have more edge than individuals that studied any course outside business admin. We are going to be coming to that in a jiffy. Now, this is the International Advisory Council of the professional body. Okay, the International Advisory Council. So we just have brief of them here. Please, I hope somebody can still hear me. Am I still audible? Somebody saying I can no longer hear you, sir. I hope this is not a general problem. Okay. I hope this is not a general
problem. Not a general problem.
Okay, thank you, sir. So this is the
We can hear you, sir.
advisory council, and if you check it very well, you will see that it is a blend of both Africans and outside Africans. Let's put it that way, because this is a global body. This is the only professional body that I know, and I think that after doing my digging deep, that has foreigners, okay, that has people around the world, Asian and the rest, as part of its what international advisory council. We have people from the US, from the UK, from India, from Philippines. All of them, they are all part of the Global Advisory Council, or they are all part of this professional body. All right, they are all part of it. Now, coming down, we also have the International Advisory Council. These are continuation. We have the likes of Professor Dr. A.K. Gupta, Professor Dr. C.N. Mendoza, Dr. R.P. Gimri, then Mr. M.O. Adegbayi, Mr. A.M. Adetuyi, Barrister J.N. Enajedu. So they are all been picked and selected as part of the advisory council of this professional body. Please note that we even have people from different professional bodies who are also part. For example, some of these guys you are seeing here are also chartered accountants who are also members of this professional body because they understand one thing. They understand one thing. You cannot grow only by being a member of just one professional body. So if you're a member of ICANN or you're a member of ANAN, does not mean that you cannot be a member of another professional body. Knowledge is vast and you cannot gather all knowledge in just one professional body. So if you know that you are aspiring to be a manager, you are aspiring to be an administrator, the word administrator here simply means manager. So this Institute of Business Administrators, okay, is in other ways an Institute of Business Managers, people that wants to champion organization, people that wants to be at the pinnacle of organization, leading human resource, leading materials, leading technology, leading any kind of resource that is needed for companies' growth. This is what the organization actually does. You're going to be seeing something I'm going to be unleashing to you as we proceed. So this is just the advisory council. Now, I wouldn't be talking much. This is what we stand for, the vision and mission statement and their core values. Now, there's something I just want to spot out about the IBAKM. Surely, I do not actually speak about too much professional bodies, except if I do my digging deep about that professional body. Now, for this particular professional body, what they do is basically applied knowledge. So when professional bodies are teaching you just theory, this professional body is saying that they are trying to make you job ready. Okay, they are trying to make you job ready. And I'm going to be telling you one thing that they have done that also makes them stand out. But please note that this is not where you just come to read and go. No, they are also making you job ready. So as you are finishing, you should be able to take up some kind of roles as possible. All right. So their core values is competence. They want to see that you are competent upon holding their qualification and you imbibe innovation. All right. Anybody that does not have innovation now will not grow. Anybody that does not imbibe into innovation now will not grow. Even at the place of work, you are always innovating new ways to tackle problems. Innovation is the key. I heard that one of the which of them was even was told to resign. Is it Microsoft? Their GM, I think their general manager or something like that, was told to resign because he could not build an AI. So they want somebody that will head the organization, but the person should be able to build AI, not operate AI. So you see where the world is going into. Innovation is the key. The moment you stop innovating, the moment you stop providing innovative solutions to problems, that is the point that you will stop growing. So you need to be careful about that. It's a very key, it's a very key terminology as we speak now in the world. Then professionalism. So they are saying that upon certifying you as a administrator, as a manager, you should exhibit core professionalism in the discharge of your duties. And the next one is excellence. As I've said, this organization or this institution is channeled towards making you job ready. They want to see that, okay, in this field, oh, you are very good at what you do. And these are their core values. All right. They have their passion, okay, which we can also go through the business administration, innovative management, knowledge management, information and data management. When you start studying under them, you'll see that the syllabus covers every area of this. It covers full business administration, it covers innovative management, IAIs, it covers knowledge management. As I've said earlier, not everyone is conversant of the knowledge management sphere that we are currently running because people don't learn it in school. They don't know about it in school. So this is foreign syllabus. Already, this is a foreign syllabus. So knowledge management talks about you being able to adapt to anything at all because you naturally just possess the knowledge, or because you have been trained to just possess the knowledge to tackle several business problems. So knowledge management is a discipline that has not yet been explored here in Nigeria or in Africa, but other countries of the world are exploring knowledge management. And that is why their growth cannot be overemphasized. These guys are actually doing well. Then information and data management, how you are able to use data and information to provide solutions to individuals. Now, before I'm going to end this class, I'm going to be telling you the list of jobs that you can get or you can work as, even as being a member of this professional body. So please pay attention, pay good attention. All right, then the objectives, we have championing excellence, as they have said, setting professional standard. They also set professional standards when it comes to knowledge management and professional practitioners and consultants. This professional body also sets standards when it comes to knowledge management and when it comes to their let's just say their members practicing as a consultant in business administration. They set the standard for that. All right, going forward, they have certification framework. They have their certification framework. Now, this their certification framework is a combination of two, as I said before. It is professional body in one. The IBAKM and the CIBAKM. Two professional bodies combined their syllabus to form one strength. That means that you are going to be writing the papers that belong to the IBAKM. You're also going to be writing the papers that belong to the CIBAKM. For those of you that have registered, that is the reason why the number of papers you'll be writing is much, 12 papers. Okay, 12 papers, some 10 papers. So professional body just write four because they are only championing one area of studies or one discipline. But since the IBAKM is championing two professional bodies combined as one, what is happening here is that you as a student is going to write papers that are beyond four. You should be taking 12 papers. And in addition to these papers, you are going to write a capstone project. That is how interesting their syllabus is. It means that if you have written your 10 papers, you're also going to write a project work, which I'm going to be showing you as we proceed. Okay? You're going to be writing a project work. So before you will learn the whole 10 papers, there must be a course or a concept that you are much more interested in. The professional body is saying you are going to present a project on those paper, on those courses. Okay. So one project belongs to IBAKM, another project belongs to the CIBAKM. You are going to write on it. We are going to provide you with a template. You will write on it, upload it on the site, on the portal, and submit. The faculty will look into it and address it, then score you. You must pass the project before you can even qualify. I think that this is the only professional body that does project writing as part of their compulsory courses to qualify. And they are very, very rigid on that. It is not a professional body where you just come and pay for money and collect your certificate. It is not possible. I thought some people that reached out to me that see, they were telling me that they have ACA, they have FCA, I say if you like have PhD. If you have PhD from even from Harvard, you can never collect their certificate without writing examination. You must write examination, pass the examination, write their project, pass the project before they can say, yes, this person can speak as an authority when it comes to management theories, when it comes to management of corporate organizations. They believe that you should be able to speak authoritatively. So please, If you know you are here and you are thinking that it's not just like NIM that will just go and write one exam. If you don't read this one, you cannot pass because the examination is called applied knowledge, meaning that examination is an applied question. These are questions where you have four similar answers, but one answer is the most correct. If you miss it out, you have missed it out. So for those of you that will be writing this August diet, I want you to buckle up. I want you to buckle up seriously and be very careful when you are attacking your questions. These questions are set from international levels. So when they present you a question, you don't just say, hey, B is the answer or A is the answer. Three things can be the answer. But what they're asking you for is the most correct answer out of it. Before you will say, you did it and you did not pass. That is the rule that governs it. So please pay attention. Now, the next one is membership registry. They keep their members registry. Okay, if you're a member, that's the same way other professional body keep the list of their members. They also do that. They have to also do human capital development. As I've told you, they are always ready for job readiness. So what they are putting out there is job readiness. Okay, so they are always growing individuals. All right, specialized certification. I'm going to be showing you some specialized certification that will interest you. This is the only professional body in the world that can offer over 20 certifications. I repeat, this is the only professional body in the world that can offer over 20 certifications. Many professional body that you see can just offer maybe two or three. For example, okay, just for an example, like ICANN can only give you AAT, ACA, FCA. This one can offer over 20, and I'm going to be giving you the list of qualifications that the Ibakm has been championed to issue as a global. So please pay attention. So we're going to be looking at it as we go down, but I just want to point it out here that this is under specialized certification. That is certification that is specialized in different fields. Then the next one is promoting knowledge exchange. They do that because since they have members all over the country, all over the world, they always share knowledge to tell you what is up and doing in each continent. All right, research and consultancy. They have a cadre that handles consultancy service. So even if you qualify and you say you want to go into consultancy, where if you are doing business name registration, you want a certificate that can back you up, okay, as a person that is into business consultancy, the IBKM can issue you their consultancy license to practice in those fields. So please take note of this. Please take note of this. We have been advertising this for a while and we are currently on promotion, but people do not understand what this professional body does. That is why we are taking our time today to tell you what they do. So in case you are into company registration, business registration, you can just say, okay, you need a certificate that can actually back you up before your client. Before your client begin to ask you that, what qualification do you have? You can bring out the IBAK qualification and you are a certified business administrator. That is to say, you know things about businesses. So you should be able to handle situations like this. That will help you. All right. So I'm just going to be going further. This is annual events and awards. They have been hosting events around the world. And then the last event that they held was in Nigeria. Okay. With the, I think, okay, the World Innovators University held an event, and IBAKM was also in partnership with that event. And also Pathfinder College of Management and Accounting was also in partnership with that event. All right. With that event. So please, let's take note of that. So they have been holding different conventions, different events, different training, summits all around the world. And somebody was asking me, why didn't I know much about this professional body? Yes, they have not, they have been in existence, but they have been championing their qualification to some individuals. Go and check. Some of your professors in Nigeria have their qualifications. Some of your chancellors, okay, some of these top guys in the industry that wants to grow has their qualifications. Some of these guys abroad has their qualifications. And what is happening is that they have now come to out to say, okay, fine, we have been able to reduce our costs, okay, because we want people to come into this professionalism. Therefore, we are calling the public to come and partake in whatever we have to offer. The cost that we are currently paying for this program, for those of you that are writing the August diet, is more than 70% discounted. So look at what you are paying. It's more than 70% discounted. So please, let's take note of that. Okay, please, let's take note of that. All right. So membership and certifications. I told you earlier that anybody can be a member, isn't it? Anybody can be a member and anybody can get their certifications. And let's go further. The highest, okay, the Global Honorary Member Award. Okay, let's go down. Let me show you something. This is under certification and overview. Okay, we have a lot of certificate that this individual, this institute can actually issue. Now, this is it here. These are the most common. The first one is the fellow certification. The fellow certification. The fellow certification is the highest rank in the institute. Anybody that I see that has F starts it, okay, is the highest rank in the institute. So therefore, if you qualify or if you are able to pass these papers, including these two, uh, capstone project, you're able to pass all these papers of the fellow, okay, you are going to be awarded 3 certificates. Number 1 is the FIBAKM. Number 2 is the FCBA. Number 3 is the FCKM. These are the 3 certificates that you are going to be awarded with upon completion of the fellow certification level. Please, these are the papers you are going to be writing. These are the papers you are going to be writing. Corporate governance, which carries 6 credits. Now, they have attached credit units to their courses because universities convert their certificate to BSc. So when university wants to convert the IBAKM certification to a BSc or MBA qualification, they usually ask for the credits unit so they can know their own equivalent. Just like if you're in the university, you have credits units. So credit unit has been attached to each of these courses so that at the point of conversion with any university in the world, they can easily tell the grade that you should be admitted into in their own university by virtue of this conversion. So that means that if you pass the corporate governance well, you have 6 credits to yourself. If you pass venture management, you have 6 credits. If you pass service design and management, you have 6 credits. All the credits you have here are all 6, except for the capstone, which is 18 credits. So the capstones project gives you 18 credits once you complete it. Strategic management is 6 credits. Strategic management is 6 credits. Information ethics, legacy, legal and policy issues is 6 credits. Project work in information and knowledge management is 6 credits. Management records in specialized environment is 6 credits. Information security, 6 credits. Managing audio and virtual archives, 6 credits. Somebody was asking, where did they get all these courses from? These courses, as I've said, they have been drafted or compiled using global standards. So many of these courses, you may not see them in some other professional bodies. But in this professional body, you will see these courses there. You will need to learn on them, practice on them, and be able to display competence in them. So these are the courses for the fellow member. And don't forget that you're going to be taking out 3 certificates upon completion. Now, their exams are written 3 times in a year. For example, we are waiting for the August batch, isn't it? After August, we're waiting for the December batch, which is December examination, after which till next year. All right, so 3 times in a year, 3 times in a year. And if you're able to pass all papers, you move to the next level. That is to say, you can write 3 levels in 1 year. 3 levels in 1 year. Now, going further, who can be admitted into fellow? These are the rules. Okay, look at it here. Fellow certification admission requirement. These are the rules to be admitted as a fellow. So I will just take 3 of it and we are good. If you have PhD in business administration and management with a minimum of 5 years postdoctoral experience, meaning that if you have PhD and it is over 5 years that you have gotten that PhD, you will be admitted directly into the fellow member. You will write exams. So when I say directly, it does not mean that you will just come and collect certificate. It's not possible. You will write all these papers before you can qualify as a fellow. Now, there's something I need to spot out. Somebody was asking me, don't they have paper by paper exemption? No. If you are commencing in fellow, you're writing all papers at fellow. We are not telling you that you should write 3 papers or 4 papers. No. If you are starting at any level, you are writing all the papers in that level. There is no paper by paper exemption. It's not given. So a PhD holder in business administration or management with 5 years postdoctoral experience will be admitted into the fellow level. Now let's come down. If you have HND, bachelor degree in business administration and management, even if it's just business administration, there's no management there, there's no problem. Plus, you also have a master degree in business administration and management. You now have 10 years post-masters. Okay? You have 10 years post-masters experience. you can be admitted as a fellow. So if you have BSc and you have masters, and your masters you have gotten it over 10 years ago, then you are eligible to start from the what do you call it, from the fellow level. The next one, which I know many of you are interested in, is HND, bachelor degree in non-related discipline that is not related to business administration. Plus, you have ACA from ICANN, or you have ACCA from ACCA. You have ACIS or ACIB, Chartered of Bankers, etc., with a minimum of 15 years post-professional experience. Meaning that if you have qualified 15 years ago and you still have a BSc or HND as a backup, you will commence from the fellow level. So those of you that have ICANN and your ICANN is reading 15 years ago and you still have BSc or HND, it means that you can be admitted as a fellow. Please, the emphasis is on 15 years post-professional, not post-BSc. It is post-professional experience. So that is 15 years after you qualified as either a chartered accountant or any of these professional bodies. So please take note of that. You can be admitted as a fellow. Now, what about people that have BSc, HND in business administration and management, just BSc? If you have BSc or HND in business administration, you don't have masters. All right, you don't have masters. Ensure that you have gotten it 15 years ago. So those of you that are reaching out to me and say, I have an HND or BSc in business administration, when did you get it? Is it 15 years ago? If it is 15 years ago, you'll be admitted into the fellow. If it is not 15 years ago, there's a lower rank. Okay, there's another rank that you can be admitted into. Please take note of that. Then I'm going to be looking at what about HND, BSc, or equivalent in management science related courses. Okay, in management science related courses. So if you have in management science courses, okay, where would you be admitted? So where would you be admitted into? Now, you are going to be admitted into the fellow level, provided that you have 20 years post-graduation experience. So if you have graduated 20 years ago and your qualification is BSc or HND in management or business administration, you don't have MSc, no problem. But 20 years ago, sir, please, you'll be admitted as a fellow of the institute. All right? Then for those of you that have HND, or degree or equivalent in science courses, okay, law, science, any other courses, art, okay, and you have 25 years post-graduation experience, you'll be admitted into the fellow level. So if you studied engineering, if you studied law, if you studied aerospace, if you studied any kind of science or art degrees, non-related, BSc, HND, okay, no masters. If you have 25 years experience from the date that you have received your certificate up to now, you are also admitted, or you also be admitted into the fellow level. Then finally, the Cibakm member certified business administrator and member certified knowledge manager. That is to say, this Cibakm member certified, that is the level before you get to your fellow. So if you have this certificate or as a full member, if you are a full member, you can also be admitted into the fellow level directly. So please take note. These are the things that are required to be a fellow of the institute. Many of us here may not qualify to be a fellow, while some of us will qualify to be a fellow of the institute. That's the highest rank in the professional body. Now let's go to the full member, where I know that we have people here that are already full members that has applied and they have been given admission as a members certified, okay, as a member certification level. Now, if you are given admission under the member certification level, if you pass all these papers that is here, including the credit unit, which is the capstone project, you will be awarded 3 certificates. You will be called the MIBAKM after your name. You can be used the MCBA after your name, and use the MCKM after your name. You can use these 3 designations after your name. All right? What are the courses that you are meant to write? You are meant to write management information system and obtain 6 credits. I've given you the reason why credit has been attached to this thing in case you are converting to any other professional body or to a university degree in the future. Entrepreneurship and innovation management is part of your course. Business regulation and control, project management and evaluation, international marketing, competitive intelligence, project management for information professionals, marketing of information service, access and reference service, knowledge management strategies for information agencies. These are the courses you are going to be writing examination on. And you are meant to also write 2 projects. One project is delivered to the business administration capstone project, 18 points. Another one, knowledge management capstone project, 18 credits. So you are going to be writing 2 projects, one for business administration, one for knowledge management. Please note, these codes that start with B, it means that this course belongs to business administration. While this code that starts with K, it means that it belongs to knowledge management qualification. You must pass everything before you can move from this level. Somebody said, what about if I just want to get the business administration certificate? I don't want the knowledge management certificate. It's not possible. Both of them are combined. You must write all exam. You cannot say you want to write only the one that belongs to business administration and leave the one for knowledge management. It's not possible. Please take note of that. You must write all the papers, pass all the papers before you can move to the next level. The pass mark is 50%. So if you get 50 in the question out of 100%, you have passed. Who can be admitted into the full membership? You can also call this full membership, okay? Full membership level. Who can be admitted? Please take note. If you have HND, BSc or BSc in business administration, and you still have a master degree in business administration, you'll be admitted directly into the full member level. So anybody that has BSc and MSc, business admin, please apply and be admitted directly into the full membership level. The next one is if you have HND, BSc in non-related discipline, plus a postgraduate diploma and master degree in business administration, you would also be admitted into the full member level. That means, that is to say, if you have BSc in non-related, meaning that maybe you have BSc in economics, but you have masters in business administration, that masters in business administration is going to give you an edge to commence directly from the full member level. The next one is if you have HND, business admin, bachelor degree in non-related discipline. You get economics, insurance, any non-related discipline. That is, what I mean non-related is not related to business administration, but you are a chartered accountant, ACA, or you are ACCA, or you have ACIS, okay, or you have ACIB, with a minimum of 5 years post-professional experience. It means that you have obtained 5 years experience after you have qualified as a professional in any of these professional body. In addition to your BSc or HND, you will commence from full member. So people reached out to me and said, I have BSc, and they told me that I am not eligible for the scholarship, that I will commence from full member. Yes, that is because your BSc, okay, is after a particular period, after a particular year. For example, it is after 5 years. Look at this one. If you have a BSc in business administration with a minimum of 5 years post-graduation experience, so if you have graduated 5 years ago and you get business admin, you will be admitted directly into the full member. So you are only enjoying those eligibility because of the year that you graduated. Then look at this one. If you have HND or equivalent in management science, maybe in accounting related course, but you have worked for over 10 years. So somebody studied accounting and the person has graduated over 10 years ago. In fact, over 15, I think over 10 years ago. The person was admitted directly into full member. That is because the person has BSc in accounting, which is management science, and the person has gotten 10 years post-graduation experience. So you'll be admitted directly into the full member. Please take note of that. What about somebody that have HND or equivalent in science, engineering, law, art, related courses with minimum of 15 years post-graduation? If you have BL, that is in law, LB, and if you have a degree in art as well, and you have gotten 15 years post-graduation, it means that you'll be admitted into the full member level. Then anybody that is an associate of the Ibakm can also be eligible for admission into the member level. So these are the requirements. So for those of you that are reaching out to me, please take note of that. You can be screenshotting it from your phone so you can have them. All right. This is for the member certification. So you can have them in your phone. So you can, in case you are speaking to your friend or speaking to somebody, you are able to explain to that person the level that the person is going to commence from by virtue of knowing what the person studied and the year the person qualified or graduated. It's as simple as that. For you to pass, you must obtain 96 credits. If you add up all the credits that we have here, all the credits we have here, They are all 96 credits that you are going to get, total credits. Now, somebody was asking me this acronym, MIBAKM, MCBA, MCKM, what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? This is it here. MIBAKM, you are a member of the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. MCBA, you are a member of the Certified Business Administrator. That is, you are a member certified business administrator. The MCKM, you are a member certified knowledge manager. All right, these are the full meaning of the acronyms that will be used after your name. Going forward, where I also feel many people are also admitted into. So if you know you're at the associate level already, you can just send a message via the chat box and say you are at the associate level. Because I know many of us are already at the associate level preparing for the August examination. Now, if you pass the associate level examination, you are going to have the AIBAKM, the ACBA, ACKM qualifications. Now, what are the papers that you are meant to write? You are meant to write all these papers. What are they? Business policy and strategy, business analysis of business decision making, management theory and practice, corporate planning, international management, customer relationship management, electronic record management, business information system, content management, health and information system, orality and indigenous knowledge, entrepreneurship and innovation. If you count everything, it is 12. Then you write 2 capstones. Okay? The 2 capstones you're going to be writing is business administration capstone and the knowledge administration capstone. The capstone, the template will be provided for you. You will choose a topic and you're going to write on that topic and upload your research work on the portal. That is as easy as that. So once you pass these examinations, you can now move to the full member, because after associate is the full member. Okay, we're taking it step by step. Once you pass the associate, you will come up and write the full member to earn these certifications, the MIBAKM, MCBA, MCKM. So please take note of that. Now, who can be eligible to start from the associate level? Who is eligible to start from the associate level? If you have HND, bachelor degree or equivalent in non-related discipline, but you have masters in business administration, you have MBA. If you know that you have MBA or you have a friend that has MBA, that person will be admitted directly into the associate level to write these papers. It does not matter what he read at his BSc level, in as much as he has what? MBA. So the degree in non-related disciplines, so in as much as he's not related to business admin, but he has MBA, it will start from this level. Then what about somebody that has HND, bachelor degree or equivalent in non-related discipline with PGD, postgraduate diploma in business administration and management? It will also commence from this level. Then going forward, if you have HND, BSc in business administration and knowledge management with less than 5 years post-graduation experience. So those of you that have BSc or HND in business admin and your certificate is not up to 5 years, meaning that the effective date on your certificate is not up to 5 years. Because if it is up to 5 years, you will climb up to the member level. But since it's not up to 5 years, you will be commencing from the associate level. So as I'm talking to you, you can check your certificate after this section and check where you actually fall into. So if you have BSc or HND in business admin and it is 5 years, for example, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. So from 2020 to 2025 is already 5 years. All right. So you can apply and they can, I think for 2019, because 2025 is still ongoing. So you can apply and you can be given concession. Then if you have HND, bachelor degree in non-related discipline, but you are chartered, you have ACA, you have ACCA, or you have ACIS or ACIB, but your BSc is not related to business administration, with 5 years of post-professional work experience, you also commence from the associate level. So in case you have BSc in any field, but you are chartered. So if you are a chartered accountant and you have just ACA right now and less than 5 years, okay, with less than 5 years post-qualification experience, you will start from the associate level. If you are a chartered accountant right here now, just ACA without BSc, you will also commence from this level, the associate level. So many of us that does not have BSc, does not have AC, MS, anything, you just have your professional certification. You can use that to apply directly and commence from the associate level. All right, so let's take a few more. HND or equivalent in management science, related courses with a minimum of 5 years post-graduation. So if you have HND in management science courses and you have a minimum of 5 years, minimum, it must not be less than 5 years. All right. You can also start from the associate level. Then what about HND or BSc in engineering, sciences, law, arts with a minimum of 10 years? In as much as you have 10 years experience, you also be admitted into the associate level. So you can screenshot this. This is the admission requirement for the associate level. Then if you are a graduate member, that is automatic. You can come to the associate level directly. All right. All right. So the acronym AIBAKM, which is the certificate you are going to be giving, what does it mean? You're going to be known as the associate. You're going to be an associate of the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. ACBA, Associate Certified Business Administrator. ACKM, Associate Certified Knowledge Manager. These are the acronyms you can now bear after your name. All right. Going down to the graduate level, we're almost done. To the graduate level, you're also going to be getting 3 certifications, the GBKM, okay, BAKM, the GCBA, and the GCKM. You will pass all these papers. So we have some persons here who are already at the graduate level. If you are here, you can actually state in the chat box that you are currently admitted into the graduate level. What are the courses you are going to write? Consumer behavior, company law, cost and management accounting, international business and global resource, business research methods, international economics, consumer knowledge management, the knowledge economy, user needs and service, vital roles, records and disaster planning, information and society. You must write it. Research methodology in information and knowledge management. Once you write these papers and you pass these 2 capstone projects of 6 credits each, sir, you are eligible to earn the graduate certification. I hope that makes sense. Who can be admitted into the graduate certification level? If you have HND or bachelor degree or equivalent in management science related course, okay? If you have just HND or bachelor degree in management science, you can come and start from this level. That is why many of you that have BS in accounting that just graduated last year, less than 5 years, last 2 years, last 3 years, you will come and start from graduate level directly. So go and check your certificate. If you have BS in accounting or in any management science course, you will start from the graduates from this level, in as much as you don't have good up to 5 years working experience. Then if you have HND or BSc or an equivalent in science, engineering, law, and arts, but you have 5 years post-graduation experience, you also come and start from here. Then finally, if you are a licentiate certified business administrator, you're going to come and start from this level. So who is a licentiate? Licentiate is the next level that we're going to be looking at. Now, yes, so we are good. So guys, certified knowledge manager, we've talked about that. All right. So that is the qualification that you're going to be getting after the you qualify as what, a graduate member. The next is the licentiate. The licentiate has the LIBAKM, the LCBA, the LCKM. What does this mean? Licentiate of the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. LCBA, Licentiate Certified Business Administrator. LCKM, Licentiate Certified Knowledge Manager. The total credits you are going to be getting once you write the whole papers is 60 credit units. That is what you're going to be getting. Now let's go up and check the courses. These are the courses you're going to be writing. You have the financial management, which is giving you 4 credits. Leadership and organizational behavior, business law and ethics, operations management, human resource management, marketing management, publishing and the book trade, preservation of information materials, okay, management of library and information system, archival arrangement and description, social networking issues for information professionals, information literacy. Once you pass these papers and also get your capstone project done, which is 6 credit units, you are good to go. That will give you a total of 60 credit units that you need in both. Now, who will be admitted as a licentiate of the institute? HND, BSc degree or equivalent in science, okay, engineering, law, and art with less than 5 years. So if in case you have somebody that read library studies, you have somebody that read biology, biochemistry, are you getting it now? Those people that read those courses and they have less than 5 years post-graduation experience, they graduated 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 1 year ago, they can start from the institute and commence from licentiate. Or do you have anybody that has NDNCE in business admin and management? The person will also commence from licentiate. Okay. If you have anybody with AAT, okay, AAT from ICANN, the person will commence from licentiate. The AAT is graded equally with the NCE in business administration. You commence from licentiate. That's the privilege that they're enjoying. Then finally, if you are an affiliate business certified business administrator, you also commence from what? Licentiate. So that will now lead us to the last one, which is the what? The affiliate certification. If you're an affiliate, you have the AFIBAKM, AFCBA, AFCKM. What does this mean? It means that you're an affiliate of the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management. You are an affiliate certified business administrator, and you are an affiliate certified knowledge manager. And you need a total of 60 credit points for you to graduate or qualify. Now, what are the courses you're going to be writing? Look at the courses. Business finance is part of your course. Management principles and techniques, principles of marketing, managerial economics, financial accounting, industrial relations, introduction to organizing information, knowledge management theory and practice, introduction to archives, digital libraries, knowledge management system, data and information management, business administration capstone, and knowledge administration capstone. So once you can pass this paper, sir, you are good to go. Okay, you are good to go. Who can be admitted? If you have ND, NCE, or equivalent in management science related courses, ND accounting, ND actuarial science, MD marketing, NCE marketing, public administration, NCE ND level, please, you'll be admitted into the affiliate level. Then if you have the foundation certificate in business administration, if you have the foundation certificate, you'll be admitted into the affiliate level. So we have not seen the one that belongs to O level, isn't it? So the one that belongs to O level is the foundation certificate in business administration. So that is for those that have O level. So let's go. So if you have your O level and you're able to pass these courses, what are the courses? Principles of accounting, introduction to banking and finance, introduction to business, principles of economics, introduction to political science, business communication, introduction to record management, knowledge management principle, introduction to information science, collection development management. If you can pass it, communication and study skills, computing and information skills. This one does not have capstone. If you can pass these courses, ladies and gentlemen, you will have 3 certificates to your name. Okay, that should be 2, I think. Foundation level should be 2. Yes, it's 2. So you have 2 certificates to your name, not 3. You be called the foundation certificate. You get the foundation certificate in business administration, and you get the foundation certificate in knowledge management. This is what will now take you from foundation to what? To affiliates. Okay, then from affiliates, all right, from affiliates, you go to graduates. Okay, sorry, you go to licentiate. From licentiate, you go to graduate. From graduate, you go to associate. From associate, you go to full member. Then for full member, you go to fellow of the institute. As I've said, you can write the exams 3 times in a year, in as long as you pass. If you don't pass one level, you cannot move to the next level. These are the basic certifications that we have under the Ibakm charter body. Now, let's go down. We are almost done. Let me shed more light on 1 or 2. I told you that we have specialized, practitioner, and combined honors certification. I made it clear when we started that the Ibakm body can issue over 20 certifications to its name or in its name. Now, number 1 of it is that the Ibakm can issue CSA, which we call the Certified Strategic Auditor. So if you are looking at a career in auditing, you can apply for the CSA qualification, which is the Certified Strategic Auditor. You can also apply for the Certified Global Manager, CGMGR, that is CGM. Okay. Then you can also apply for the Certified Information System Manager and Auditor, just like CISA. Okay. So they have a qualification that is similar to CISA. Okay. So Certified Information System Manager and Auditor, CISMA. That's another certificate that they can issue. Then they also have the Certified Engineering Manager. They also issue that certificate. Then they have the Certified Global Management Consultant, CGMC, which is also issued by the professional body. So you can decide to get certifications in each of these areas to solidify your experience, also solidify your knowledge in each of these areas. All right. So there are so many. All right. So, let's go down. We are almost done. We have the technician certification as well. Okay, we have the technician certificate, certificate and diploma courses as well. They have diploma courses. I'm not going to be looking in depthly into that. Okay, that's the technician certification. All right, so this is their NYC program. We have some NYC students that also started immediately they finished their service, and they were also admitted into the professional body. And that was it. This is Joshi. This is him here. He was spotted here. That's the global president of the institute. At them. You look at NYC system when we are holding a program for them, and many of them are actually certified as we speak. Then the part of the future today, and I think that is all. We have uh, achievements more with Ibakm Global Group. Okay, this Ibakm Global Group. So I mentioned something. I would like to state what are those job opportunities that you can do? What are those jobs that you can do as a member of Ibakm? So look at it here: career roles and job opportunities for CBA, Certified Business Administrator, and CKM, Certified Knowledge Manager, okay, professionals. What are the jobs that you can apply for? All right. After I'm done with the job, I will now tell you how you can apply as a student of the institute. Now, you can apply as a business manager or a director. We have a lot. We have a lot. We have a lot. I will just be picking few of what I can lay my hands on. We have operations manager. So if you are looking to be an operations manager in an organization, please, the IBKM qualification can take you to that level. That is why we are having this program tonight or this moment. If you are looking at being an operation manager, you can move there. If you're looking at becoming a financial analyst or a finance manager, you can move there. Project manager, management consultant, entrepreneur, startup founder. Maybe you want to start up a business, you need the certificate. Supply chain manager, sales and marketing manager, risk manager, corporate social responsibility manager, corporate governance advisor, international business consultant. Definitely, because before you even qualify, you have done so many business courses. You have written so many project works, so you can talk authoritatively. Okay, business development manager, human resource director, environmental and sustainability manager, supply chain analyst, franchise operation manager, social media strategist, business analyst, corporate trainer, corporate strategy slash analyst, corporate strategy analyst, quality assurance auditor, international trade specialist, real estate investment analyst, corporate communication manager, financial controller, business process improvement consultant, corporate development analyst, government relations manager, social impact consultant, business intelligence manager, corporate training manager, procurement specialist, revenue growth specialist, digital marketing specialist. Are you seeing the kind of roles that you can apply for? Maybe you get this certification combined with whatever you had before. Look at this: strategic partnership manager, sustainability analyst, corporate treasury analyst. ICANN has recently introduced sustainability reporting as part of their syllabus in full now. So imagine you having the IBAKM qualification, you can also do sustainability analysis for them, for companies. Business ethics and compliance officer, market research analyst, investment analyst, government affair manager, business resilience specialist, corporate social investment manager, operation research analyst, market expansion and expansion manager, corporate sustainability consultant, talent acquisition specialist, brand manager, financial planning and analysis manager, corporate restructuring consultant, oh God, business process engineering specialist, government contract manager, corporate development specialist, corporate risk analyst, international trade compliance officer, international corporate sustainability analyst, corporate venture and capital analyst, supply chain sustainability analyst, business continuity manager, corporate governance analyst, international business development manager. Definitely, you have done a lot of courses in business, strategic marketing consultant, corporate real estate manager, social impact investment analyst, international financial analyst, corporate tax strategist, digital transformation and project management, corporate compliance auditor. We have a lot of rules. Look at them. We still have a lot of rules. I can't cover them all. We have a lot of rules. All right. We have a lot of rules that you can actually fit in as much as you have passed through the knowledge. Okay. You have passed through the process. You have read, you've studied, you've passed the examination. You can function in any of these areas. Knowledge brokerage manager, knowledge process outsourcing manager, ethics and compliance knowledge specialist. Companies are looking for these people, not just accounting, not just receptionists. Companies are looking for these people underground. It's something that they don't usually advertise too much. People just delegate, or people just refer them to them. Okay. So learning technology architect, knowledge strategy advisor, data governance specialist, innovation portfolio. Imagine. Let's go up. Let's look for something. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Risk management consultant, global supply chain manager, corporate compliance manager, community manager, data governance, health information specialist, strategic partnership manager, digital transformation leader, cybersecurity analyst, content strategist, regulatory and compliance officers. So we have a lot: environmental, social, and governance analyst, ESG. This is also coming up drastically right now. People are looking for individuals that are good in environmental analysis as well, not just data analysis. Then data governance analysis, strategic procurement, international trade and compliance, corporate innovation and strategies. We have a lot. Business process improvement consultant, information architect, strategic analyst. So imagine you are able to fit into any of these positions. Semantic web specialist, you're able to fit into any of these positions by virtue of the Ibakm qualification. Then what should be limiting you to apply for this qualification? Bearing in mind that we are currently even running scholarship for the program. Okay, we are currently even running scholarships for the program. So what should be your limitation? The money that is being used to apply for the scholarship is what you use to buy data in 2 months. And convert that data to a knowledge that will help you in the future. What are we talking about? Now, how do you apply as a student? For now, if you want to apply as a member of the professional body, you are going to send a mail. There's a mail for student application, which is already, I usually make it available. Okay, there's a link. Let me put it that way. There's a link. Okay, for many of you that are in this section today, you're already in the Institute of Business Administration and WhatsApp platform. I usually send the link there regularly. There's a link you can just use to apply. That is where you update, put your name, qualifications, and everything. Once you put in your qualifications and everything, and you pay your registration fee, which is only 10,000 naira. Registration of 10,000 naira. What is 10,000 naira? Okay, I know it may be big to some people, it may be small to some people, but one thing about something is risk to get a reward. If you don't risk, there's no reward. So 10,000 is just your registration fee. That's what you need to pay to register first. Now, once you register with your 10,000 and submit your certifications, the professional body, you are going to submit the original copies of your qualifications. Once the student affairs and admission department are able to look into your qualifications and look into your admission, they will issue you a provisional admission letter. So almost everybody that has applied for the August diet, in as much as your application has been scrutinized, you are going to receive a provisional admission letter, which will now tell you your fees and what you are supposed to pay, okay, to proceed with the course. Now, please pay attention. We are currently on scholarship. That is why, if you find yourself at the associate level, what you are paying for compulsory, there's what we call, what is the associate level? Let's go there. This is affiliate, this is licensure, this should be associate here. This is it. Now, if you find yourself at the associate level, what you are paying for compulsory training, CT, compulsory training and exam, is only 49,800. Please, is this much? After scholarship, this is the scholarship, 49,800 naira. That's what you are paying. The original price or cost for associates, I told you, is far higher than this. This cost is over 70% discounted. Now, this 49,000 naira, 49,800 is just to give you access to even exam. But we said no. How would you gain knowledge in each of these courses? We added what? CT, compulsory training. That is to say, you are mandatory, or you are mandated to partake in the compulsory training that will be organized for your level. It is after you partake in the compulsory training, you cannot say you want to write examination. Am I making sense now? You cannot say you want to write examination. So Pathfinder College of Management and Accounting is the only is the only tuition provider of Ibakm in Nigeria. There's no any other that is providing Ibakm training. There's no any other as at today that is providing Ibakm training. If anybody wants to do Ibakm, they must pass through Pathfinder. Even if you go and register out, you will still refer you back to Pathfinder because you still come and collect your training from us. All right, you still come and take your training from us. So what is 49,800 that may be a challenge for you to get three certificates and gather all this knowledge and be eligible to apply for some jobs. Now, you also, after this money covers your exam and what continuous what do you call it, training, I mean compulsory training. Once you pass these papers, then you are eligible for induction. You have to pay an induction fee before you can be inducted. If you are not inducted, there's no certificate for you until you induct. So even if you write the exam today and you pass and you don't induct in the next 3 years, that is your own cost to bear. It is only when you induct you can get certificates. Please pay attention if you know you are writing this August diet. Once you pass these papers, before you are eligible to induct, there is another practical training that you must do, which is organized by the Pathfinder College of Management and Accounting. Why do we include this? You will not write all these courses. Then you go and sit down at home that you do not have job or you do not see what to do. No, we are going to give you a practical training. Maybe the training can cover, for example, business name registration. I get it now. Imagine that we give you a practical training on business name registration. That means that even when you have not gotten a job, you can begin to advertise yourself as a business consultant who can do business name registration for companies and for organizations. That is the beauty about the Ibakm qualification. So after passing all these papers, before you can even be eligible for induction, please pay attention. You must also attend a mandatory practical training organized by Pathfinder. It comes with a cost, but it's cost compared to what you will see outside if you are going for the training. This training is going to be hosted virtually, so everybody can also partake around Nigeria or whoever is admitted into that level. So we are going to be giving out the list of this training per level. So if you're an associate, there's a compulsory training that you must do. If you are in full member and you pass, there's a particular training that you must do. So the training that an associate may do is not the same training that a full member must do. Okay, but we are making preparation to highlight 3 core training, maybe CRM, how to use CRM, maybe a software in accounting for those of us that have accounting background. So we're going to be listening at about 3 solid applied trainings, which when you pass, you have to do it. Pathfinder will now give you a clearance, which you are going to use when you are now applying for your induction. Without that clearance, there is no way you can apply for induction. Even if you pay your induction fee, you will not be called up for induction apart from when you have gotten that clearance from the college that you have partook in that training. Please pay attention. Somebody was asking me, what about this compulsory training? Do I need to attend? Sir, you must attend. We will send the list of the students that partook in the training and send it to the professional body. That is part of it. When we send it to the professional body is going to cross-check it against the list of students that wrote the examination. And it's going to make up your mark. So if you don't attend the compulsory training and luckily you passed, luckily you even passed, there's a penalty for it. There's a penalty. You may be asked to retake some courses which they feel that you need a lecturer or a tutor to groom you on. So please, the CT, the compulsory training is very important. If you like, come with PhD, you attend the compulsory training. If like you have written articles before, you attend the compulsory training. I hope I'm making sense now. Please, these are the try to provide solutions to most of the questions that I've gotten. Then for the graduate member, what we are only paying is 42,600. 42,600 for compulsory training and exam. You are not paying anything for exam again. Not like you go and pay for lecture fee in some professional body 100 and something. Pay for exam again, 80 something. Pay for this. You are not paying for exam again. Once you pay for the 2,600 naira, it covers your training and examination. Please, this training is just like an added advantage. Don't come and pressure us. We will give you your training, but don't come and pressure us. We are only doing you good by guiding you through the training. This training does not mean that if you have your study pack now, you are not supposed to be reading. I don't want to hear that we did not even do many classes and it's time for exam. Once you are a student, once you have been admitted as a graduate member, for example, you must pay for your study packs. Per course is 1,000 naira, which is compulsory for all students. Once you pay for your study packs, what is left for you to do is to start practicing, start reading. There are questions in the study packs, there are answers in the study packs. So you have to start making use of the study pack, making use of your internet to start making your research. Buy a note and start practicing. Do not wait for compulsory training to start before you start doing your own. Because at the end, you'll be the one to go and write exam. We are only giving you support through the compulsory training. So please bear that in mind in case you are preparing for August diet. We have sent materials to individuals here that are in this platform now. We have sent materials to them. Start practicing. You have 12 courses. Okay, you have 12 courses to write. Start practicing. Some of you have 10 courses to write. Start practicing. Once you practice, you are able to write the exam. Then any training that we are giving to you is an additional advantage to you. So please take note of that. If you have registered and you have not material yet, that is to say you have a lot to do. So please order for your material and start reading. Even if you are preparing for December diet and you have registered, you're preparing for December diet, please get your materials now and start reading. That will give you an edge to cover up conveniently before December diet exam. But please, if you have been admitted for August, you are meant to write in August too. We cannot defer to December. If you're in August already, August batch, you are meant to write your exam in August. No deferring. But anybody that will be commencing after maybe about 3 weeks of lectures will be moved to December batch. It is the institute that will move you to December batch. Please take note of that. This is a scholarship program. So please take advantage of that. So imagine you are spending 42,600 just to write 12 papers, write capstone project and submit, and still write exam. No, it's quite very. This is very cheap. Okay, this is very cheap. So please take advantage of this. All right. Once you pass, as I've said, before you can apply for induction, all right, you must do a practical training, which will be organized by Pathfinder. Once you do that practical training and we confirm that you partook in the training, not like you paid for it and you did not partake, we will not enlist you. You have to pay for it, partake. I think it's about 2 to 3 weeks training. It's about 2 weeks to 3 weeks training. Once you partake in it, that is the only way you can now move forward to go and enroll for induction with the professional body. Without that, sir, you cannot be inducted. You must show a proof that you actually did the practical training with Pathfinder. The same thing for licentiate. If you are licentiate level, what you are paying is 39,000. What is 39,000? Apart from the registration fee of 10,000 for each of them, you're only paying 39,000 for compulsory training and exam. Which professional body does this? So we'll train you and for months, not 1 month, not 1 week, for about 3 months, then you write exam for inside the 39,000. Once you pass everything, you are meant to do a practical training, which I said can be business name registration, can be CRM, can be a practical training. We're going to be giving you the list. You pick and pay the cost. It's very discounted. Trust me, it's just like data money. Once you pay for it, you are good to go. Attend the training, get approval from Pathfinder, which you're going to be using to apply for your induction. Okay, that is it. That is just 39,000. So what is covered in the scholarship? Licentiate members are covered in the scholarship. Graduate members are covered in the scholarship, and associate members are covered in the scholarship. Please, if you are falling under full member, you are not covered in the scholarship. Please take note of that. My student already knows. People that have applied already knows. You do not cover in the scholarship. You are going to pay a standard rate, and that rate will cover induction as well. Going up, if you apply as a fellow is not covered in the scholarship. You have to pay a rate, and inside that rate, there's induction as well. But materials, everybody will need to pay for material. 1,000 naira for material as at now. 1,000 naira for materials. All right, including the capstone project, you pay for that. Now, affiliate is not covered in the scholarship. Scholarship starts from licentiate. Okay, so affiliate is not covered in the scholarship. Then foundation level is not covered in the scholarship. You will pay a standard rate for it. I hope that makes sense. Is there anything that I have not said? Your classes will be aired online. Okay, people that have paid, they're already on the WhatsApp platform. We're going to be giving them the lectures just to prepare them. But as I've said, get your material. That's the first thing. All materials are ready. Get your materials. That is the first thing. And if you want to get your materials, please reach out to us, Pathfinder, directly. We are the one that will provide you the materials. All right. We are the one that will provide you the material. Just look on your screen and copy this number. So the material will be provided to you. So once you make payment for the material, you will get the material directly, and you can start preparing and studying using Google, whatever assistance you need. just start preparing for the exam. Now, somebody was asking me, how is the exam? Do we come to a physical location to write the exam? No. The exams are CBT, computer based. If you have a phone, you have a laptop, please, you can write your exam. Okay? You can write your examination. Please take note of that. Your exam is not theory. There's no theory in your exam. Okay, that is the beauty. There's no theory in your exam. Your exam is objectives, all round objectives. So I say, thank God, objectives. Yes, it is difficult to write objective than to write theory. At least theory, before you write Jangbanjantis, you have gotten mark. But it's your objective. If you fail, you have failed it. If you pick the wrong answer, you have picked the wrong answer like that. So it is objective questions. As I've said, it is applied objective, meaning that you can have similar answers, but one of the answer is the most correct. Okay, one of the answer is the most correct. The pass mark remains 50% to pass. If you fail any paper, you will pay for the retake of those papers. So you'll be paying for examination fee for retake. All right. It means that you are not collecting lectures, except you want to pay for lecture again. So if you say, oh, I need more lectures, you can pay for lectures again. But if you fail any paper, you will pay for the exam fee to retake that paper. The exam fee is going to be known to you. It is not too expensive as well. Per paper, okay? That is per paper. Any paper you fail, you will pay for retake. It's not share, so you must study to pass the examination. Is there anything that I have not touched? I may not be able to touch all, but somebody is asking from the chat. It says, let me get that question. It says, does the institute issue degree, e.g., BSc, MSc, MBA, PhD, for those that would like to get these alongside the professional certification? Okay, this is quite an interesting question. But the thing is, a professional body does not issue BSc, MSc, or MBA. So the Ibakm is in partnership with the WIU, which is the World Innovators University. Many of you must have been seeing this advert. We had a program at the Orientals Hotel, okay, just May, last month, World Innovators University. Okay, World Innovators University. This is a global recognized university. You may not have heard of the name. That's because you're not in the circle. You must have to be in the circle before you get information. So the WIU, this is not WIA, this is WIU. Now, the Ibakm is in partnership with the WIU, World Innovators University, which issues BSc, MSc, MBA, PhD certification. Now, just in case you say, I want to get my degree alongside with my professional certification, or after my professional certification, I want to get my degree. All you need to do is that they accept the Ibakm certificate. So if you say you have associate, apply with your associate with any other certificate that you have. You are going to be placed on a particular level with the WIU. It means that any certificate that you get, okay, the certificate that you get from the Ibakm, not just any, okay, the certificate that you get from the Ibakm, I think from the licentiate upward, can be converted into a degree program. I think should be from the affiliate or licentiate, I think. But just note that the certificate that you get from the Ibakm is strong. You can use that to apply with the WIU to get a BSc, an MSc, or MBA, depending on what you want to achieve. Okay, depending on what you want to achieve. Please take note of that. If you are a fellow, you can apply with your fellow certificate. If you're a full member, you can apply with your full member certificate to obtain a BSc in business administration. The BSc must be in business administration because what you are applying, the certificate you're applying with is a business administration certificate. But if you are applying with your BSc that you got from your Nigerian university to come and get MSc or MBA, you can be well evaluated. If you're applying with your ICANN to get your MSc or BSc certificate, yes, you can be well evaluated. So if you have your ICANN, you can apply for your BSc. If you have OND, HND, and you want to convert to BSc, yes, you can apply for their BSc program. All right. The admission, the lecture, that is to say, the section will commence in September. It simply means that we are currently admitting individuals into not just the Ibakm, but also for the WIU. So in case you want training for BSc, MSc, MBA, PhD, you want to get certificate, you can apply with the WIU. Just reach out to me immediately if you're interested. Okay, I can be able to give you one for agenda. So I can be able to give you information regarding it. All right, information regarding it. Your lectures will be held online. Syllabus will be made available. Everything will be made available to you. You hold your lectures online or self-paced study and ensure that you're able to write the examinations and qualify. Now, the most important thing is that you do not need a jump. You don't need a jump to come for WIU. It's a foreign organization. JAMB, foreign university does not make use of JAMB, so there's no jump. You only need your WIEC, 5 credits, English and Maths included, and their BSc is 3 years. Their MSc MBA is 1 year. All right. So at max 1 year, 6 months. That's how it runs because of projects or thesis, what you call thesis. So the BSc is 3 years. So if you're coming with an ACA, you should be starting from 200 level. All right. If it's an ACH, you started from 200 level. I can't give you the cost breakdown as at now, but when you reach out to me, I should be able to communicate the cost breakdown as soon as I have it. Okay. It is well discounted to suit the Nigerian economy. All right. So it is not rocket science. It's not like you're paying $1,000, $3,000. No, the cost is moderate to suit the Nigerian economy. Then somebody is asking again. I don't know if I've provided answers to that. Somebody's asking, what are the penalties for lose class or classes? As if you miss out in class or classes. Now, we as Pathfinder College will provide you with the assistance you need for the compulsory training. But we are also meant to send the list of individuals who as part the penalties, okay, missing out in class. Yes, I've got your message. So we are also meant to send a list of individuals who attended the classes. The penalty that was going to be levied on you depends on the institute. As I've said, even if you are lucky to pass the papers, but you did not attend class, they can return some core courses to you and say, no, you just pass by luck. You don't really understand the rationale behind these courses. I am just giving you an assumption. They may return some courses to you, or you may not be allowed to induct. So they may just give you a penalty or no, but just not. Why don't you just avoid that penalty and just attend your class? And somebody was saying, what about if we have network issues? We are unable to meet up with classes. Yes, we have a solution. We are not trying to imbibe a based training. Okay, please pay attention. We are trying to now imbibe a video based training where we make all the videos available for each of the levels per course. All right, then you have access to it and watch it at your pace. So you may not need to be expecting lecturer to come to class to start teaching you online because network issue can, like today now, it's rained seriously. And some people may be at work when the lecture is even commencing by 7, they may be unable to join. So we are trying to make a video package for each of the levels so you can also get those packages. But it is not free. It is not free. I have made it known. Anybody that cannot attend class and need videos to make up for any reason or the other, we have to pay for the video recordings. The same way you are paying for your study packs, your material, which is 1K. Okay, 1K for one material. You're also going to pay 1K if you want to access the video recordings for your material. So please take note of that. So the 1K for your material is compulsory. The 1K for video is not compulsory. But if you feel, okay, I would like the video package so I can be studying at my own pace, even at 9, 12 o'clock, I can study at my pace, no problem. You'll be getting the videos and you'll be studying as you go. I hope that makes sense. The timetable for the diet is already on. So please, you guys should make use of the timetable that has already been sent on the platform. Make use of the timetable. Even if the timetable is not too useful to you with respect to lectures because you already have videos, use the timetable for your personal studies. Use the timetable to study personally, okay, as your personal studies for the examination. I'm going to be pausing here to entertain further questions if you have any. But please, if your background is noisy, I would appreciate if you use the chat box. But if you have a quiet background, please ask any question that you would want to ask before we end the section. Thank you so much. Okay, sir, can the course material complement the period when one is unable to join all classes or miss classes? I don't know if you are free or you can speak or your background is quiet. Can you just unlock yourself, that is unmute yourself and ask it so I can understand properly, sir? I'm with you.
Okay. Good evening, sir. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, clearly, please.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, paying for the course material, basically, paying for the course material. I don't know if it's complement or if it's substitute, because I'm a very busy person, so I'm not sure I'll be able to meet up with all the classes based on the time frame. That is why I want to it. I
Okay,
don't know
so
if you get me, sir.
maybe whether the course material we substitute for you missing up
That
out classes, Abby, something like that.
for
So I get your question now. Now, the course materials I've said is compulsory because there's no way you want to go and write exam if you don't even have a material that you can read. Professional bodies have course material. So the course material is available, which I said is compulsory for everybody. That is not a substitute to class. If I give somebody a study pack and I give the person 1 month, he will be struggling with the study pack. But if I give the person study pack and tell the person, okay, there's a class, attend class, it will be easier for the person to flow. There are some top management terminologies in that material. You may read one particular module and you may see like 8 core management theories in that material. Before you start brainstorming and understanding what these theories are, it takes time. But the lecturer will just within 1 hour, 30 minutes, explain all those things for you. This is what it means, this is what it means, this is what it means, this is what it means. If you check the material, for those of you that have gotten material, you will see that there are cases. There are many cases, real life cases in that material. That you even need explanation, cases of business failures, organization. They are in that material. So if we say, let us replace lecturing with the material, it is good for us because we are the one doing the lecturing. It is good for us. All lecturers will go and relax. Thank God, oh, these students even need material. They don't need classes. They will go and relax. Then if they fail, it's their problem. But we are saying, no, 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 no. We don't want to produce half-baked managers. We don't want to produce half-baked. So one thing is that at least you must attend class. Then if you say you are too busy to attend class, then you have to pay for video package as well. Meaning that the video package is going to be made available for you as a replacement for not attending class. But material cannot be made as a replacement for not attending the class. So that is the perspective that the institute is coming from. Everybody must attend class to get understanding. Everybody must attend class to understand this thing. Not like when you see examination question and the question, the options are A, B, C, D, and everything looks alike. You now just say, God, why do I do this? You will not fail. And once you fail in an examination for the first time, there's this killing that it adds to your career, to your morale. Your morale will just come and say, I failed. But imagine that you wrote and you pass your 12 papers, and what we are hearing in the internet next time is that you have been inducted as a chartered manager. That's a good thing to your prestige. That's a good thing to your profile. That's a good thing to your CV. For the fact that you're even adding 3 more qualifications to your CV is a good thing on its own. So the exam is just August. We have June, July, and then August. We are good to go. If we can sacrifice this time to just go with the classes and enjoy it, or you say, okay, I can't attend classes with that 7 o'clock that you guys fixed, but don't worry, I will pay for the videos. Even after the classes, I want to be getting the videos. No problem. You will get the videos, you will watch the videos, you will practice, and you will go ahead. That is how it works. So I don't know if there's any other solution that you are trying to advise, but let us get that. Okay, say, okay, thank you very much. Okay, that means you got that, Abby. Missing of the class attracting penalty is somehow because the nature of my work, I can be called upon at any time. Minister of Defense, we worked when others were sleeping, I pray. Yes, that is why we have made an option. Okay, we have made an option, as I've said to the person that just asked, we have made an option to get the package ready because the lecturer cannot be logged in and be waiting for the students. If he waits for the students and the student did not come on board, he will log out and say, I've waited for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, the student did not come on board. Not knowing that the students are actually doing their own work. What he left his own work just to meet up with class. So for us to be on the safer side, whether the student is busy or not, the lecturer is mandated to make available the recorded version of that video, whether there's any student available or not. For the lecturer to do that alone is to tell the student that yes, we are ready for business. So if you are busy, no problem. Just ensure that you have communicated to us that there are tendencies that you may not be able to attend classes and you would want to go by the video lectures. By that, we will exclude you. Okay, we'll cover you up, make the videos available for you, and you can go ahead. It's just for you to, it's just for us to ensure quality. So people don't just pay for it and and just mess things up. That's what it means. Okay, yes, Mr. Ganil, we are with you. I'm with you. I'm getting your message from the chat box.
Okay, sir. Thanks
Thank
for
you very
the
much.
opportunity, sir. So my own suggestion is, let me just say, let me bring ICANN as an example here. Like assessing their material in their various websites. Is there not something like that? I knew your own was there is charges attracting to it before you can access it. But unlike I can, their soft copy, something you can access on the website. I think the body is also supposed to create something like that. So it will not be like maybe individual will be chatting a particular person or before you can access the material. If they could create a platform, let me say a portal like ICANN that you go to their website to download, you can download the past question as well or something like that. That's my own suggestion, sir.
Thank you very much. From everything that you have said, you reminded me of one thing that I forgot to say, which is past question. I'm going to be coming to that place now. Now, the material, we are the one that is going to give you the material because they understand the fact that we are the only one offering the classes here in Nigeria. No tuition center can set up and say they want to run Ibakm program. It's not possible. They don't have the license to do that. So Pathfinder is the only one that can do that as far as Nigeria is concerned. So they understand the fact that we are the one closer to the students. Therefore, the students should be able to get the materials from us. So the materials are available, which you are going to be getting. Pathfinder will be including that on their website as time progresses. So anybody that will need it will go and obtain it. But it is not free. Even I can chat telling you that your material is free. Sometimes it may just be like it is free, it is free. But most of these things may have already been included in their cost. But if we are giving you a scholarship and we have removed so many things, is it material that will not be an issue? If we want to do that, we can even include the cost of material in that same scholarship. It's still the same thing. It's just because we are just being transparent by saying, okay, material, so you have to pay 1,000. What about if we include it and you don't know? That is another thing that we need to be asking ourselves about. So there's no way you can go to their website and download material. It's not possible. They did not even make that provision for it. You are going to get your material from your tuition provider. And as it is now, we are the only tuition provider. So if you register under us, definitely you must be under our umbrella. We have your registry. We have your details. And we know everybody that got material. Even if you don't buy material, somebody else in your level bought material and give you that material, before you induct, you will still buy that material. It is compulsory. It is an international standard. You have to pay for the knowledge that you are gathering. Sometimes when something is too gotten for free, you don't place value for it. Many people have ICANN material in their phones. They don't even place value for it until they started lectures. Even when they started lectures, some of them will not even use it, or they will be using lecturers' notes and past questions. But if they have paid for it, sir, they would have given you, they would have paid more attention to it. So if I give you a material that you have actually paid for, you know you paid for this material. Even if you send it to your friend that is also writing the same paper and he has not paid, you understand? That your friend must pay before he qualifies. Then you made a very good point there. Past questions. Past questions. Very important. The professional body as at now does not issue past questions. That is the ruggedity of the examination. They said no past questions will be released. Once the student attends class and they're able to finish up the syllabus conveniently, they should be able to exercise expertise in their examination. Are you getting it now? So there is no passage that will be released. But what we have done is that at our end in the material, they have also included some questions there. That does not mean that they're going to lift the questions, so because those questions that are included in your material are not OBJ questions, they are theoretical questions. But they have included materials for after every module in your past in your this thing. So if case you're looking for past question, for now, there's no past question. If they change their mind to start releasing previous diet questions so that people can begin to see how it goes, yes, that is fine. But for now, there's no past question that you can get for the exam. You must attend classes, follow instructions before you can write the exam. Please, it is CBT, that is computer based. Ensure that you have a very good network because you'll be under timer. Once that timer expires, no stories. If you even message Pathfinder, there's nothing we can do. So you'll be on that timer. Once that timer expires, everybody will be automatically logged out. Getting everybody will be automatically logged out, and your result will be out, I think, within a month and a week. Within a month and a week before the result comes out, then you can start applying for your practical training, which we hold for about 2 to 3 weeks. So that is how it happens. That's how it works. Thank you so much for that question. You made me remember that part. Is there anything again? Thank you very much. I understand clearly. Just raising yes, yes. Your observation is well noted. Your observation is well noted. Any further question? Any further question at all? Ask me any question at all. What has been going through your mind? What you need clarifications on? Please ask now. Please ask now. Please ask now. Any question? Please
Hello,
ask
sir.
now. Thank you so much. Yes, we are listening.
Secondly, don't say my problem is too much. We, if you are writing the other exam, I think each student have their own registration number. Whereas we are going to, you see the work of the Pathfinder to allocate each registration number for each student for the exam purpose. Since we are not meant individually to register for exam individual like other professional bodies. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's a very good question. Now, before your exams, when you were filling your form, you included your mails, right? So before your examination, you're going to receive your mail, including the link where you can access your question, including your login details where you can access your question. So let us assume that the exam is next week and you are paid, you are already a student. You will receive your email that states everything you need. Once you click on the link, put in your login details, you are good to go. You access. Okay, you access the examination portal. Okay. If you put in the link, if you click the link and put your password and it's not yet exam, there's nothing you will see. You cannot see anything. In fact, let me just give you a secret. The examination is uploaded on the portal just like 5 minutes before examination time. So the IT department are up and doing us at that time. They cannot upload it before 1 day before that time. It's not possible. The internal control is very strong. So 5 minutes, if they just say, okay, we have 5 to 10 minutes before the exam, that is when all the questions will appear on the portal and nobody can access it. So don't worry about that. Once we are in August, you will get your login details. That is sure. And once you get it, I will always state on the group, like, have you gotten it? Because sometimes once you receive your admission letter, I'm always in copy. Pathfinder is in copy. So once Pathfinder is in copy, I usually come to the group and state, please confirm that you have received yours. Because many of us do not check mails. We are Nigerians. You will not check your mail. You will not say, I've applied things I did not see mail because you don't check mail. So we will just try our best as possible to be reminding students. And please, if you are on the platform, don't say you are too busy. Just be checking one or two. You never know what can happen or the information that you may need. Just be checking once in a while. Pathfinder may not be able to keep up with all the students that may apply in the future, maybe 1,000 students, 500 students, except we're going to be putting them on an automated mails, all right? But since you're on that platform for now, please be checking that platform on a daily basis to see the information that passes through that platform. It will help us a lot. But for the examination issue, there's nothing to worry about. Once you get your certificate, your membership number, all the numbers are included on your certificate. That is the number you'll be quoting if you are doing any dealings with the professional body. You must quote the number, or else nobody will answer you. Then satisfied. So I don't know. I think I answered that question, right? Then somebody is asking again, satisfied with the modus operandi, a well-delivered session. Okay, thank you very much for that. All right, please, I don't know if I answered that question. If there's any further question, please let me know. Let me know. Please start preparing if you already have your material. Don't wait for lecturers. Don't wait for compulsory training. Yes, we'll give it to you, but don't say you are waiting until class starts. If you have your material, start preparing. The materials are not too voluminous, except I think at associate level. It's associate, some of them that have over 100 and something pages, but some of you are having 70 something, 40 something, 30 something pages, which you can brush through easily. Don't just brush, you understand the concepts, because those concepts are what can be used to ask the question. Imagine they give you an OBJ question that is trying to talk about a concept and you don't know that concept in depth, you will not be able to answer the question. So please start studying. It is very, very important. If you're under the scholarship, please, your payment is once. You are paying once. Okay. If you're under scholarship, you are paying once. Then, if you're not under scholarship, normally you're also supposed to pay once. But we made an appeal to the professional body. And what they said was that they will accept 2 installments. It should not be more than 2 installments. And I've been able to communicate with my students here, people that are here already regarding this payment. It's not we that set it. Okay. We are only trying to make things easier by bringing this to to our Nigerian economy, because we know that not everybody is currently working or earning good. That is why if you look at the cost now, the cost is far below what they charge on a normal day. It's far below it. All right, so I'm expecting more questions. Any question at all? Any questions at all? Any question at all? If you know you have applied and you are yet to receive your admission later, please reach out to me. And the problem I usually have is that some people do not apply to the end. Once they start feeling and they have made their 10,000 naira payments, they believe that they have paid, they have registered. No, you must apply to the end where the portal will say successful, where that link will say successful. That is the only way they can get your application. But if you don't apply to the end, even after you have paid and you don't apply to click the last thing, there's no way we can get your application from the back end. So please ensure that you always apply to the end when you are doing your application. That is very, very simple. Mr. Samuel, thank you. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, please, I want to ask if someone should if someone should attend a class, and is it possible for someone to get a video as well?
Yes. If you attend the class and you have paid for video, video is not part of it. We are saying that everybody must come to class. But if you pay for video, sir, you will get video. You can still be attending class and say you still need video, maybe for fresh refresher, for 1 or 2 things, you still need video. It's not expensive. It's just 1,000 that we attached to it. It's not on a rocket science part. So you can still get video. If you need your video and you apply for it, you will get it. Definitely. Definitely.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Is there any other question? I think the ladies are not saying anything. Then later they will enter the DM and say they are confused of one thing or the other. Please ask all your questions now. Say whatever you want to say now. Mr. Samuel, are you raising up your hand again, or is it the former hand? Okay. You want to say something? Okay. Any question, please? Any question at all? Any further question? So what we'll be ending with is, not everybody is aware of the Ibakm and the packages that we have. We understand the fact that everybody here has connections. You have friends, you have colleagues, you have people in your circle. The least thing you can do for them is not to hold information, but to pass information. If I hold information, if the Pathfinder group hold information, many of us will not be here today. All right, you will not be here today. Please, you don't need to hold information. Don't say, I'm the only one that want to become chartered in this professional body. No. If you have colleagues, if you have friends, please pass the information. Now, the thing is that many of them may not listen to you because the professional body may sound strange to them. Then what you just need to do is to shock them. Pass. Get inducted. Induction will be held in Nigeria. Okay? Every country that has their student induction will be held. So in Nigeria, we're going to be holding our induction. As long as we have a reasonable number of students that are inducting, we're going to have induction. Induct. Get your certificate. Update your LinkedIn profile. Show professionalism. Make use of your social media. As you are reading your study packs, you are seeing some new things in management. Upload those things on your status. Let them begin to know that, where is this person getting these terminologies from? Upload some kind of cases that has made businesses to crumble. There are a lot in your packs. Upload some kind of strategies that businesses has imbibed or used for them to grow. Put them on your WhatsApp status. Put them on your LinkedIn. You're already selling yourself. This is the strategy. Before you will say you finish and you not get a job. As you are learning something, as you are seeing some important things in your pack, you are putting them on your LinkedIn. People begin to resonate with you. People begin to communicate with you. Wow, this person is saying this. So when you want to get a job, you will understand the fact that companies are already citing you. Organizations are already seeing you of what you've done. Then once your induction is now perfected, you're now inducted with your pictures and everything uploaded. Tag Pathfinder and tag the professional body and see whether we will not tag you as well. Then you are going higher. So all these things have techniques. But many of us just do programs. We don't know how to communicate with the environment on what we are doing. So please, I'm begging you, as you study your pack, let your LinkedIn be bombarded. For everything that you're writing on your LinkedIn, as far as it is correct, you confirm it, you can tag Pathfinder. You can tag the institute. They are seeing what you are doing. Tag some management bodies or tag some organizations, even where you work. They are seeing what you are doing. They are seeing some things they are talking about. Okay, what made social company to fold up in 2021, or what made social company to fold up in 1987? These are the things, and these are the solutions that you can prefer to those things. People are seeing you. As we are seeing you, as organizations are seeing you, it will be easier for you to land a better offer when you graduate or when you get inducted. So please share this information with your connects, your networks. Let them be aware of the Ibakm certification. That is the way forward. You can have other qualification, but as much as you want to grow in management, you want to grow in administration, you want to grow in whatever area that I have mentioned when we're talking about the job opportunities, please, you will need the Ibakm qualification to do that. You will need time to study. As much as you have time to study for your ICANN program, you need equivalent time to study for this program. There are less computations in this program, but there are a lot of theories to memorize, to know. There are a lot of principles to understand. There are a lot for you to understand. This is not about calculation now. It's about principle. When you sit at the board level, you're able to give them principles that will guide them, that will guide the corporate governance of that organization. That is what you are embarking on. So don't take it for levity. It's not just a professional body. You will fail. If you fail, you pay for examination again. The professional body does not lose its power. It does not lose anything. People outside the country are still writing the exam. It does not take one air from their body. In fact, they are even doing us good now for them to give it to us at discount. That is what is happening. So if you want to pass, you want to get the goodies that comes with this thing, please let us try our best as possible to give it all it takes. Follow your timetable, read, study, use ChatGPT, get answers to questions, have a note. Many of you will just read, no notes to jot anything. Have a note to jot. I know why I am stressing it. Not when you fail now, they will not tell you that one paper is 20,000. You know, you say, I did not say it at the inception. I'm telling you now. They can tell you that one paper is 10,000. Maybe you paid 5. That is 50,000. So, how much did I pay before? Because we are very good at that. You don't need to start comparing it to what did you pay before. Because what you paid before was discount. Now you are failing and they are charging you per paper. So you have to be very careful. Study smart, not hard. Study very smart. Because the questions are applied questions. I will need to say it again. Study very smart. So you can be able to pass the examination, induct, and be free. Now, what we are planning is that once you are free, anybody that is coming in, and people that are getting trained now, Pathfinder is doing their endorsement for them because we know that the members of this professional body are not many out there. But going forward, if for you to apply, you will need a senior colleague to sign your credentials. So people that are qualifying as associates, now you have a very good hand. You'll be the one to begin to sign credentials for everybody downwards. Everybody downwards below associate. It's only associate that can sign their credentials. So you have an upper hand. So you will relieve us from doing the signature from our end. Okay? Then people at fellow can sign for everybody in the institute as a fellow member. If you're a full member, you can sign for an associate downward. So that is what we are trying to imbibe now going forward. So please try your best. I'm begging you. Forget about the money. Try your best and ensure that you are able to give your best. The money you are paying, are you getting that? It may pain you, but please, if you try your best, you will see that the benefit you're going to reap is greater than that money that you have spent. It will shake you. You may drink garri, or you may cut down on your feeding, family things, but let your family know that there's something that you want to achieve. And as you are doing that, please update your LinkedIn, update your social media. Let people know that this is what is happening in your career phase now as we speak, and that will take you far. All right. So somebody is asking on the chat box and said, the videos are 1K per course, right? Yes, they are for now. They are. Yeah. Any further questions before we call it a day? I think we've spent a lot of time. Any further questions? Please ask now. Any further questions? Any further questions? Any further questions? Please ask. If there's no further question, okay, if there's any question that you realize or that will come across you or you will remember later, please reach out to my DM. I should be able to provide solution to you, or you send a mail to Pathfinder. I will drop the mail on the Institute WhatsApp platform. We should be able to reply your mail officially. All right. So we send greetings from the Institute and we send greetings from the Pcoma, which is Pathfinder College, and we wish you a happy starting and also a glorious ending. You're starting, you will finish. All right, you will finish. No matter the pains, no matter what you are going through, you will finish. For people that said education is scam, yours will not be a scam. Yours will be education paid off. Okay, your education actually paid off. Then for those of you that will need inquiries on how to get your BSc, your MSc, MBA, or PhD, you can also reach out to me. The full details is going to be out, and once it is out, I'll be able to furnish you with those details. So you can link up with your friends, with your colleagues, people that are already working but they cannot go back to school to sit down again. We can help them out get their degrees. They just have to study at their pace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with me. And this section is proudly brought to you by Pathfinder College of Management and Accounting. Thank you.